Čeká nás druhý zápas na dnešní kartě a také první z těch 3 zápasů střední váhy, které dnes večer uvidíme. Vaším rozhodčím v OKTAGONu v tomto utkání na 3 kola po 5 minutách ve váze do 84 kg bude Michal Popelák. Pojďme si představit oba muže. Nejprve modrý roh. 29 let, 182 cm, 83,95 kg na váze. MMA Devil Poznaň pod trenérem Edvinem Račinským, Piotrem Jarošem a Alfredem Schindlerem. Má na svém kontě 10 zápasů, 7 vítězství, všechny dokázal ukončit před limitem, 1 remíza a 2 porážky. Dnes večer za Polsko a Tip Sport Team Filip Tomczak. Červený roh, 22 let, 188 cm, 83,95 kg. Cage Warriors MMA Říčany pod trenérem Jiřím Čiberou. Má na svém kontě 7 zápasů, 4 vítězství, z toho 3 ukončil před limitem a 3 porážky. V červeném rohu za Česko ZDENÉK GAMEOVER Polívka!
Pánové, chci vidět čistý, férový a aktivní zápas. Pozdravte se, vraťte se zpátky do svých rohů, hodně štěstí.
3 5-minute rounds to decide this middleweight contest. Filip Tomczak in the blue corner taking on ZDENÉK Polivka in the red. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Rastio Hanalei. Hanalei, front kick straight away from Filip.
Quick start from both fighters.
Instantly, ZDENÉK looking to close that distance. This is going to be a real tussle between these. Both have got high-level wrestling. Frantic pace for this first 15 seconds.
Yeah, we're used to this style from Tomczak, but the question is how will Polívka deal with it? Polívka defended a takedown from Tomczak early, but then decided to go for a takedown himself and once again defended, so they are here and let's see what happens next.
And this is very much reminiscent of that fight Tomczak had with Whitner. They both started at a frantic pace. They were able to exchange and grappling pretty equally in the first round, but rounds 2 and rounds 3, when Tomczak was able to keep this pace, that's when Whitner wilted. Oh, Polívka looking for the big uppercut on the break.
This is where Polívka's strong. When you leave him space in the stand-up, he can deliver.
And that's phenomenal to say how he's evolved. Like you said, he's got that wrestling base, but look how loose he is on the feet. Double jabbing his way in, spinning back fist. And look how switched on he is in the pocket. He doesn't dip his head, he is keeping eye contact at all times, but then Tomczak does the perfect level change. Fantastic work from the Polish fighter.
And even better finish, directly to the side position. Very dangerous position to be under a Polish fighter.
Yeah, without doubt, Tomczak as well. You could see him there trying to isolate that arm for that beatdown position. Now re-establishes, just happy inside control. Look how strong his base is on top. You saw Polívka try and make some space there, but he could not move him.
Yeah, he was trying to go with his left hand under Tomczak and twist his way out of it, but Tomczak felt it and went directly with his forehand into his face.
Very strong start from Tomczak on the ground. Equally strong from Polívka on the feet. You can see why Tomczak wanted it here. But now look, even burying that forearm, affecting the breathing there of Polívka. These are veteran thing moves.
Yeah, it's affecting.
Oh, out the back door goes Polívka.
He was able to deliver one. Oh! And a takedown from himself.
That was beautiful as well. He used his own body weight, just tied the leg up to use that as the base to trip over Tomczak. And now he's in top position. Whoa, and back and forth.
Now I don't see quite well how is this guard dealt with. I think it's open guard.
Yeah, he seems to have not quite a knee shield in there, but
yeah.
Now in that half guard there, quite happy just to take a breather there, Tomczak.
Yeah, he decided to play it safe, to go for a half guard and take a few deep breaths and continue with just making making this defending as hard as possible for Polivka.
Lots of pressure on top. We saw a nice escape out the back door from Polivka. Can he do it again? The difference is here, though, they are in half guard, so he is attached to his opponent, right? That makes it more difficult to escape the way he would before.
Yeah, he would need an underhand, the underhook, but this time he's just holding on Tomczak's head, so probably he's okay also with this position. Once again, if he wants to get out, he needs to shrimp out of the way. From Polivka's view, it's to the right side, and we see just small movements, but not anything that could make him stand up.
Nice work on top from Tomczak, good control. Still trying to escape Polivka. Now looking to slice his knee through there, Tomczak, that's interesting.
Tomczak was hoping for a full mount position for a bit, but Polivka defended, stopped his effort, and they're back.
Nice little knee to the midsection just from that position from Tomczak. And these little battles that are going on with the way they're trying to free their legs up, make space, even the positions of their hands. This is all little battles to try and get some sort of advantage.
Yeah, Polivka was thinking for a bit about closing guard, but Tomczak saw it coming and just changed sides, and he ended up in the half guard on the other side.
Well, this has been a fascinating first 5 minutes between these two. On the feet, Polivka looks so loose, like we said, like in the spinning back fist, his strikes coming in. But Tomczak showed once again, top position is where he is in most control. Polivka has escaped once, but then he's shut the door on every other time. What are you telling Polivka in this one? What's the words of advice you're giving to him stepping out into round number 2?
Definitely be careful. Be careful in the stand-up, and just expect that there will be a takedown attempt quite early from Tomczak.
We saw that, a nice takedown. This was beautiful as well, just reaped the leg back there. But Tomczak was able to reverse position as well. This is high-level grappling. Set for round number 2. Tomczak in the blue corner, Polivka in the red. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Rastio Hanolai, calling the action here at OKTAGON 22. And what an action
Beautiful
pack.
uppercut.
Oh, he's caught him. The right hand hurt Tomczak. Wow.
He got a little reckless there, and Tomczak went for a takedown, but Polivka defended.
Polivka definitely hurt him, though. That left hand seemed to wobble Tomczak a little bit.
Right now, Tomczak's got enough time to recover.
Oh, small mistake here. Polivka trying to capitalize. Big shots. Tomczak back to his feet. Wow.
Great turnaround there for Polivka.
This is a big start in this second round.
Tomczak is going for the Kimura there, but Polivka is doing all the right things to defend it.
It's rolled over. Wow. That was amazing. Polivka looked to be in control. That Kimura wasn't necessarily looking like it would submit, but he used it beautifully to sweep, and now he's back in this position.
That says a lot about the tightness of the Kimura that Tomczak was holding, that Polivka decided to let the top position go just to save himself.
Yeah. And now once again, Tomczak working from side control. He likes to keep himself high up on the body here. What does that mean? How does that stop Polivka's options for getting back to his feet?
Yeah, during whole grappling and everything just happening on the ground, main thing is situated in the hips. As long as he can be with his weight on the upper body, he can defend much more easily any any sweeps and transitions and everything. So he knows what he needs to do, and right now he's going for
He's got the key lock now. He switched that round. You saw it straight.
He switched it to Americana, but his hands were not properly placed there.
But you saw the grimace on the face of Polivka there. That was painful. How do you score this round? How do you score it back and forth? Polivka rocked Tomczak at the start, got him down, then Tomczak reversed it with the Kimura now. Oh, nearly got the Americana.
Yeah, we saw effective striking from Tomczak, from Polivka. Now effective grappling from Tomczak. This is going to be a very tough job for the judges.
Well, we shall wait and see, and I'm sure Tomczak, after his last outing against Salchak, where it was a draw, sure he had won that fight. But he will not want to leave it in the hands of the judges, but what a turnaround again from Polivka.
I'm surprised that Tomczak was holding the guillotine, even though it wasn't that tight, and was able to be taken down by Polivka.
Little short elbows now, Polivka in this top position. 1 minute 38 seconds. This round seems to be taking forever. So much action between these two.
From this position, Polivka can easily steal this round for himself. Tomczak has to be aware of it.
Yeah, plenty of time to work, plenty of time to catch those judges' eyes. And this is a tough spot for Tomczak. Heavy on top is Polivka.
If you compare the power in the ground and pound from Tomczak and from Polivka, this is just whole different power, you know. Tomczak seems like he's pointing from those positions, but Polivka looks like he wants to hurt his opponent from those positions.
Great point there, great point. And now he's hanging on to Tomczak, trying to again reap that leg, turn the corner. Great balance there from Tomczak. Oh, and again, even that looked like it hurt right on the eardrum. Turtling up is Tomczak. This could be it. Trying to survive. Polivka trying to finish this fight with a knee. Oh!
Michal Popelak is instructing Tomczak to be active, to defend, or the fight will be stopped, but Polivka is still pressuring and doing enough.
Wow, what an end to the round. You said it exactly, Rastio. He could steal it in that last minute, and you can see now Tomczak struggling to get to his feet. Deep breaths. That was close to being called by the referee. He had his eyes on that.
In my opinion, it was a question of 5 seconds at max.
Yes. Tomczak is now back on the stool. And this is where your relationship with your corner is so important. How the coach understands the fighter, because they've got to get his head back in the game. They've got to assess if he can still continue. The doctor is there now talking to him. The coach is asking him to leave, let him talk to his fighter. But this is some of the action. Talk us through this.
Yeah, you saw that Polivka got a little too reckless after he was able to deliver that right overhand. But after 2 minutes under Tomczak, he was able to get back on top and deliver very tough ground and pound that almost stopped the fight.
You said it exactly, Rastio. In the power within the ground and pound was so different between the two. Chipping shots coming from Tomczak in his top position, whereas devastating blows that almost caught the end of the fight there from Polivka. 5 more minutes. Round 3 set to get underway here at Octagon 22. Tomczak in the blue corner, Polivka in the red. And 1 minute is not a long time to recover from those sort of shots, is it?
Yeah, it's not, but don't forget about Tomczak's last performance. He looked as exhausted as this time when he was fighting Salchak, but he got himself into the standby mode, like, and he was doing this like totally automatically, you know.
But now ends up on bottom position. That was quite an easy turn there for Polivka. And this is a long time to work. You can see digging under there.
Yeah, he's hoping for a leg lock or for a sweep, but he's decided to let it go, to change position, maybe try his luck from another position.
But there does seem to be a different energy from him on bottom.
I'm very surprised by the stamina of Polivka.
Yes.
Because he was going for the finish already twice in this round, and that takes a lot of energy from you, and he's still able to maintain the tempo, the speed, the power, and he's still going forward.
Going forward, and such an impressive end to the second round. Equally impressive is his control on top in this third, being very patient here. But you know, it's just a matter of time before he wants to look to secure a position so he can start raining down some shots again.
Right now, Tomczak is trying to take some air out of Polivka by securing a guillotine.
Oh, he's squeezing on that neck.
But he secured it from the good position, so...
Polivka, though, survives. Now sets in that beatdown position, but look at that. That's a great little bit of explosion there from Tomczak. That would have been a very bad position for him to get caught in, but he wasn't willing to submit there.
And we are right where we stopped in the second. And once again, the Kimura attempt. He believes in his Kimura so much that he's going for it already third time in this round.
I believe in his Kimura. I saw it in that last round. I believe. My goodness, the way that we saw Polivka drop and roll because of the pressure on it. Oh, and you saw he freed that arm there. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in this third and final round, this middleweight war. Shots coming in. Tomczak somehow back to his feet.
Polivka just stuck on his back. Don't want to let it go.
And you said it earlier, the cardio of Polivka is unreal. For me, watching the fight before, especially the Whitner fight, then also the Salchak fight, I was sure that cardio would be on the side of Tomczak, but youth is paying off. The 22-year-old Polivka looks so fresh in this third round after 3 hard rounds. The power in these shots still.
Thanks to his wrestling background, he can secure the position so that he can still deliver enough power into each of his shots in the ground and pound.
Sticking to him like glue. Not much coming from Tomczak in this way, just trying to avoid taking damage, any heavy shots getting through. Now back to his feet.
He already spent at least 1 minute in this turtle position. He's just repeating it over and over, but still doing enough not so the ref cannot stop the fight. And once again, the turtle position.
Covering up. And again, looking for that Kimura. Polivka, aware of it that time, pulls the elbow, the arm free. 30 seconds left. See if Polivka looks to set a hook or work still from here. He might drop and roll.
Hey. Oh. Easy takedown for Polivka.
But the timing on that as well, he knew Tomczak was waiting to turn into him, and as soon as he did, tripped the ankle, fell back on top, and here we are, seeing out the fight in this position. Wow. What a war between these two middleweights. Tomczak versus Polivka. There's the respect that is earned after 15 minutes of them shaking their heads. How impressive was Polivka, though, getting stronger and stronger as that fight went on.
Coming in with 4-fight win streak and to be able probably to prolong it with an opponent like Tomczak that definitely makes a statement in the Octagon middleweight division.
And those numbers make a statement in themselves. Just look at the difference there between the two. 164 to 61, 115 to 21. Wow. That output at this pace is unreal. This is some of the action. Talk us through some of this.
You can see here the Kimura attempt that that Tomczak believed so much in, but the turtle positions were probably the main thing that changed the momentum. Every time Tomczak went into turtle position, Polivka just delivered some powerful ground and pound that made him look even stronger.
And you can see just how tired both men are. And I believe that end of that second round, the beating that Polivka was able to dish out, I don't think Tomczak fully recovered from that. He did well to survive in that third round. But Polivka, the cardio, the awareness, especially in the grappling, those little trips, the tricks, very impressive indeed. But once again, this will go to our judges. Let's make it official. Let's see who takes the W in this middleweight contest.
Dámy a pánové, pojďme se podívat na to, jak zápas viděli bodoví rozhodčí. 29-27, 29-27, 29-28, 29-28 a 29-27, 29-27. All for the winner, vše pro vítěze, kterým se stává ZDENŠK, Game Over, Polívka! Tak Zdeňku, gratulace.
Děkuju, Ondro.
Chceš začít ty? Tak pojď.
Doufám, že už si budeš pamatovat mý jméno. Já nejsem Zbyněk. Já jsem Zdeněk.
Já myslím, že říkám to správně už.
Teď ano.
Jo, OK. Tak už jsi spokojený teda.
Velice.
V pořádku. Se ti omlouvám, jestli jsem to řekl špatně někdy. V každém případě si budu pamatovat tenhle ten výkon, protože po tom posledním jsme spolu mluvili, nebyl jsi spokojen, zatímco tentokrát to byl úplně jiný příběh.
Tentokrát to taky nebylo tak, jak jsem chtěl, ale doufám, že to nebyla taková nuda jako minule, takže to jsem rád.
Určitě ne, přejel si víceméně ve druhém a ve třetím kole svého soupeře. Bylo to těžké po tom prvním kole změnit průběh toho zápasu?
Takhle, celý ten zápas nebyl snadný, to rozhodně ne, ale to první kolo jsem věděl, že bude mít sílu, takže jsem mu to ani nechtěl extra bránit, abych se já nevysilil právě v tom druhém a třetím kole. A taktika vyšla, takže děkuju mému týmu Cage Warriors, Danovi Brunclíkovi, který si moc přeje být taky v Octagonu, to musím říct, Jirkovi Čibera a celému týmu Cage Warriors. Surprise!
Mother effort. V každém případě je někdo, koho bys rád proti sobě viděl? Teď si byl do desítka žebříčku, určitě poskočíš o nějaké to místo výš?
Takhle, je hodně lidí, který bych si přál, takže tohle je vzkaz mý divizi. A pojďte kdokoliv, mě už nebaví vyzývat, pojďte někdo vyzvat i mě.
OK, uvidíme, jestli si toho někdo chytne. ZDENŠK, Game Over, Polívka, děkujeme moc a gratulujeme.
Pretty much the main message from the post-fight interview was that Polivka is tired of call-outs and he's waiting for somebody to call him out. He's sure that he did enough to secure a good position in the Octagon middleweight division.
Nejtvrdší, nejtěžší a nejděsivější. Oktagon 23 a bitva o titul šampiona těžké váhy.
Další cesta je jasná a to je titul.
Držitel černého pásu v brazilském jiu-jitsu. V Oktagonu neporažená jednička těžké váhy Martin Budaj v boji o titul s polským King Kongem Kamilem Mindou, který v prvním kole převálcoval Dietricha.
I would like chance for belt.
Polsko-brazilská bitva o post příštího vyzývatele šampiona welterové váhy.
Ostrá levá.
Robert Briček a proti němu Kajk Brito. Zpět do klece se vrací bohumínský bouřlivák Baba Jaga Mikulášek a proti němu norský viking Thomas Robertsen. Šampion 5. ročníku OKTAGON výzvy a jeho první náročná zkouška mimo reality show. V československém souboji bude Roman Paulus čelit Michalu Konrádovi. Chybět nebudou ani královna undergroundu Tereza Bledá.
Rozjíždí krásem Paul.
Brněnské AK-47 Andrej Kalašník
Teď to dá, zájem na koleno!
a proti němu slovenský tvrdák Tomáš Bolo. A ve své premiéře se představí i legenda domácí scény Petr Monster Kníže.
Do OKTAGONu jdu vyhrát titul, to je jediné, co mi tady chybí.
OKTAGON 23. 1.5. na oktagon.tv.